Hello, Gemini. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Cheney. I'd like to start with intuitive downloads and then we'll pull some cards. I had to overcome many obstacles in order to get this message out. Perhaps you're feeling similarly. And the only thing I added to y'all's intuitive downloads was this top part, which says action, what it is, what you want/need, what you're doing, and how to adapt. So as far as that for your intuitive downloads, I've got arrows pointed, and I know they're pointed down in the drawing. It was just the way I wrote them. I think it's a progression. So going from the color yellow to green to blue to purple to magenta, and then also going from mountains to rivers to rainbows. As far as the mountains, I feel like you're currently in a state where you're having to overcome obstacles and adapt, or you're in the river state where you're having to learn how to flow with the river rather than feeling like you're fighting against it. Ultimately, I feel like by going through this mountainous stage of obstacles, perhaps, you're learning how to better adapt so that when you get to the state of it being rainbows, there will still be obstacles, but you'll know how to better handle them. I was also getting when I was pulling out your decks, I went for a different one, and I went for the Moonology, and the Mystical Lenormand popped out and was like, no, it's me. So, part of the deck was upside down, and that reminded me of the download. Although you're trying to move forward into the future, part of yourself is in the upside down, so that could be part of your inner child. Your most how do I put this? Like your most sacred feelings, your innermost self, the most sensitive one. And then I was also getting repetition of cycles. There was also a download from King of the Hill, Ladybird, to kill a ladybird, to kill a ladybird. Don't kill a ladybird. It's just the name of an episode, so maybe something from that could resonate for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. Take what's for you, leave the rest. I also got that you can't keep repeating the same behaviors in hopes of changing your reality. So, whatever that means for you. And then I also got, for animal symbolism, we've got the polar bear, which can represent camouflage, and in Inuit culture, it represents resilience, patience, and determination. They refer to it as Nenuk. It's powerful and mighty and determined their success through the season. For the polar bear is also the Greenland coat of arms, also top of the food chain, and represents the chlorine atom in chemistry. Something to do with pools? I don't know. And then I also got the snail, so that being slime and mucin, and that having skin benefits, be it moisture, retexturizing. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist. Look into that for yourself if you feel drawn to. The snail also represents laziness or slow but steady progress in ancient Greece. In ancient Greece, it represents fertility and fruition of hard work. Presence indicates crops are ready for harvest. And then in art, it's used as symbols of resurrection, purity, and mortality. I also recognize that I have two different colored inks that are in blue for your downloads. And I'm getting a lot of blues and greens. So something about speaking in your heart. There could feel like a slowdown in your ability to speak from your heart. Uh, yeah. So I also got the starfish, and I had a dream about a giant orange starfish, like massive, like mountainous size. Very cool. Anyways, everyone on the beach was really scared, and I was just fascinated. Moving on. So the starfish represents regeneration. They can regrow their limbs, self-healing for you. Uh, Perhaps color orange resonates with you. That's going to be your sacral chakra. And then the number 5 for change. Starfish can also represent divine love, infinite love, symbol of self. So it could be about self-love. Also, the name is this okay? It's lapis philosophorum. I don't know if that's the scientific name for the snail, or not the snail, the starfish. I'm gonna go with that. It's possible. Look it up if you want. I keep being drawn to this, by the way. It's SpongeBob as a mermaid. That might mean something to you. The starfish also represents adaptable, resilient hope, unity, the Virgin Mary in Christianity, and Isis in Egyptian mythology. Okay, cool. Those are your intuitive downloads. Shall we pull some cards? Alright, so I've got the Mystical Lenormand, and we are going to see what is it you need to know most at this time. Ooh. The flowers. So it's number 9. I believe that's either Saturn or Jupiter for the symbol. It's also, the honeybee is very prominent there for me. So as far as what you need to know being number 9, I'm also seeing the chains being broken at the bottom of the deck. So, and like, you know, an open sea, new horizons. Let's see, for number 9. The card of luck. You will receive an invitation, a present, or you are going to get engaged. How exciting. Any of the above, whatever fits for you. Alright, so let us clarify after we pull to make things easier. Can we please clarify why the flowers came out for what Gemini needs to know most at this time? Got the 5 of Cups in reverse. So this is a card of like loss and sadness, but it's in reverse. So let's see what that means. Personal setbacks, self-forgiveness, and moving on. Ooh la la. Okay. And then going forward, one more, please. Oh, okay. So we got 2, but that is fine. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. The Hermit. Okay. The next 2 cards that popped out are the Page of Swords. So that could have to do with the blue, the throat chakra communication. But we've also got the 7 of Wands, which is a symbol of protection. So as far as the Page of Swords, new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communication, but also layered with a sense of protection. Fascinating. Okay, so as far as your luck, what you need to know as far as your luck, being in terms of possibly forgiving yourself, and then, so you could be in the Hermit phase. Remember how I said you could still be in the mountainous phase of obstacles, or you're in the river phase. Queen of Swords, Hanged Man. Yeah, so I'm getting you could still be sitting with your emotions, but not in a way that's feeling like, meh. It's more like, we're moving on. And with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands can also represent challenge, competition, protection, and perseverance. So it could be a challenge to... Fascinating. Okay. Maybe your thirst for, like, knowledge and new ways of communication could feel like a challenge. Can I get one more card? Maybe that's why you're hermiting. The Tower. Okay. So new ways of communication. So like completely breaking down old ways of communicating. Possibly. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Possibly due to pain or loss. One more, please. Six of Wands in reverse. And the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so Six of Wands upright represents, like, success. Oh, okay. So in reverse, it's private achievement. Personal definition of success. Could also be fall from grace or egotism. So there could have been a tower in your life that's making you feel like a need to move on and forgive yourself. Bringing in, like, starting something anew. Possibly, like, realizing communication wasn't great in the past and wanting to start a new way of communicating, but also feeling a need of, like, a sense of self-protection. So you could be hermiting, like we had under the deck before, for having a sense of personal success, private achievement, your definition of success, because of a Tower moment. But with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Fool, yeah, it just seems like it kind of seems like you might be ignoring something. Okay, Two of Swords is difficult decisions, weighing up options, an impasse, and avoidance. Yeah, like I was saying, it feels like you're kind of ignoring something to focus inward on yourself. That brings you a sense of nostalgia, childlike wonder, joy. So you're setting forth Two of Wands towards a future that you feel like you can have more control over. All right. Let's see. So, that's a lot for what you need to know. I usually only pick 2 cards, but the story is unfolding. Alright, so what is it that you need to focus your thoughts towards? Like your mental energy, your air energy, towards most of this time. Ooh. Oh my god, it was the 3rd card that popped out, and it happens to be 33. The Sun, the Key, protected by the dragon, and its precious little egg. Okay. So what you need to focus your energy towards most at this time. So with the Sun energy, you know, it could be light, happy days, the Key. I'm also seeing the Woman at the bottom of the deck. So, could have to do with feminine energy, emotional energy, intuitive energy. Let's clarify. Why is the Sun here for what Gemini needs to focus on? So we have the Ace of Cups. And And one more, please. Thank you. Okay, this one's being weird. I'm going to put it to the side. Okay. The Three of Cups. Can I get one more, please? Thank you. Empress. I'm also seeing the Ten of Pentacles popping out. And then we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Also, the card that did like a weird sideways thing is the Knight of Swords. I might get to that. We'll see if it applies. So, for what you need to focus your mental energy towards being the key, we have the Ace of Cups, which is about love, new relationships, compassion, and creativity. We also have the Three of Cups, which is about celebration, friendship. What does that say? Oh, more creativity and collaboration. And then we've also got the Empress, which is a major arcana. And she's all about femininity, beauty, nature, nurturing, and abundance. So what's the key? Your mental energy needs to be focused on the key. Could be about filling your own cup in order to have collaborations that are nurtured. Letting your feminine energy reach the Empress state. I'm getting a lot about self-love. But it could be you wanting to what's the key? The key is 3. That just popped into my head. I don't know. So the key could have something to do with a love interest, or I'm getting more so filling your own cup so that you can collaborate with possibly Empress-like people. Because we have the Woman at the bottom of the deck and the Empress here. The Knight of Swords sideways. Don't know what that's about. Let's see. What is the Knight of Swords? Does that say Knight? Okay. So, upright, it's ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, fast-thinking. Reversed is restless, unfocused, impulsive, and burnt out. So you might be like wobbling between the two. Which is why the key is filling your cup. Or filling a cup of love. You might be hesitant to do so due to all this nonsense with the what you need to know. Okay. Sorry, y'all. There's a lot of personal energy coming in here, and I'm trying to keep it out. And remain the observer so I can give you your messages for your utmost good. So, motivate. Alright. So, let's see. What is it that you need to put your actions towards most at this time? Well, breaking the chains that are holding you back. All right. So let's look up. Okay. The anchor. The anchor's been coming up prominently lately. This card stands for work, job, training, and stability. If you have questions regarding your work or your job, look at the cards around it. So the card at the bottom of the deck happens to be the Stork, which is the number 17 in Aries energy. Let's see, the Stork denotes change. change. This can be moving house or a new beginning. If it stands for a person, it symbolizes a kind-hearted woman. Okay, let's clarify the anchor for what you need to take action towards most of this time. Please and thank you. Oh, we got two. Beautiful. Okay. The Four of Cups landed in reverse. And I've also got the Two of Swords sideways. Okay. One more, please. I also am noticing the Eight of Cups. So that could be about like moving on, like a new change, a new destination. Those 8 cups might have been fulfilling, but you're still searching for the 10 of cups. 80-20 rule in relationship. I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay. I've got the Lovers, which is a Gemini card, and the Wheel, but it's in reverse. And then we've got Strength at the bottom of the deck with the 8 of Cups popping out again. Okay, so as far as the stork, denoting changes could have to do with work, training, and stability. Work, training, and stability. So as far as your 4 of Cups in reverse, retreat, withdrawal, and checking for alignment. Okay, so you could be making changes to retreat, withdrawal, check in for alignment. With the Two of Swords sideways, upright, it's difficult decisions, weighing up options, impasse avoidance. Reversed is indecision, confusion, information overload, and stalemate. Wobbling between there. Got the Lovers. Gemini card. So that's going to be about harmony, relationships, love, values, alignment, and choices. But with the World in reverse, it has me slightly concerned. Oh. Could be about seeking personal closure, shortcuts, or delays. But possibly having strength through it all. And with that little symbol right here, that was part of your intuitive messages for the starfish about divine love. Let me get one more, please. Six of Swords in reverse. What? Queen of Swords up right at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so a Six of Swords is about change, so that's why I'm confused. In reverse, personal transition, resistance to change, and unfinished business. One of those could apply to you. I'm going to leave that one be. I feel like there's a lot of different stories coming through, and I feel like you possibly got the message you needed to. So we're moving on. So the last card, which is, what do you need to release the most at this time? Ooh, no way. Oh shit. So this is the koi fish. It's a card about finances and money. Maybe you're... I'm also seeing the woman card out again. Oh, and then the man. And then the confusion. Okay. And then the loyalty. Wild. Anyways, so the koi fish, number 34, is a classical card for money. Everything to do with finances and money is indicated by this card. It also stands for a businessman. So that coming out for what you need to release could be like your attachment to... Remember how we were talking to like a personal sense of success. It could be your personal sense of success is far too tied to financial means and to just trust you'll be provided for. Let us clarify. Please and thank you. It's also a Pisces card. That one almost came out. It's Two of Pentacles, options. Choices. Sideways again. High Priest. Pretty sure we already have a Hierophant card in this deck, so I'm not sure if... I'm just flipping him around. He's everywhere. High Priest. Okay, can I get one more, please, and thank you? Two of Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords. One more, please. Okay, or two. Fascinating. All right. So I see the Four of Wands popping up. Then we've got the Five of Swords at the bottom. Okay. So as far as what you need to release, got having to do with financial and money matters. Something to do with financial money matters is part of what you need to release. I'm not saying go quit your job. Never said that. Don't you dare. So as far as the High Priest, I'm gonna go with the Hierophant for that, which is somewhere on my page. Yes. So upright, it's about spiritual wisdom, religious beliefs, conformity, tradition, institutions. Upside down, personal beliefs, freedom, challenging the status quo. I feel like you might be somewhere in between of feeling like pulled in both directions. It being upright versus it being reversed. You could feel like a sense of conformity and tradition that you need to go one way. And you could think somehow you're challenging the status quo, or you're trying to do so by going along that route. Two of Wands in reverse. So that's about future progression. In reverse, it represents... I'm sorry, the accents just come out. Can't help it. It represents personal goals, inner alignment, fear of the unknown, and lack of planning. So upright, it's future planning, progress, decisions, and discovery. Kind of getting a sense that maybe you're not exactly sure what you're doing with your financial money, but you're just kind of going with it, going with the flow, with the water. With the Ace of Swords coming out, this feels like a strong message. Breakthroughs, new ideas, mental clarity, success. Star, all about spirituality, inner truth. And then the Hanged Man. Can I get one more, please? About the Hanged Man and the Five of Swords. The Knight of Swords came out again. He was also sideways again. What? Okay, what you need to release is possibly some convoluted... A card just popped out. Queen of Pentacles. Probably a convoluted belief about money, finances. Perhaps you think tradition, or it's upside down now. Perhaps getting more so lack of focus. That being the truth that you know, and that's why you're sitting in a state of pause and recollection. So, okay. Is Gemini focused? What is Gemini currently focused on? Temperance, patience. That makes a lot of sense because this has been a very confusing and convoluted reading. We've got the Five of Wands coming out, and then we've got the Emperor. Alright, Gemini. Seven of Swords, protection, sneakiness, and the Fool. New ventures. Okay, Gemini, I'm gonna leave it there. That was a lot. I hope you got what you needed from it. I'm still confused. So if you're confused too, same. But I think that if you take the messages that are for you, you'll understand what this message is trying to convey. Okay, cool. Wish you well. Take care. Peace out.